Hi, my name is Evangeline Yeun, and I'm here from Sydney, Australia, filming at the Springs in downtown LA. So today we go through a grounding flow practice. As I know for me, a lot of times I'm in my head. And that's actually one of the reasons why I like to practice yoga, is just to get out of my head and to help find my center and to ground. So we'll be focusing on our grounding energy today. If you have a block or 2 blocks, it might be nice to have one, but if not, no worries, all good. And we're going to start off in child's pose. Okay, so just opening up the knees nice and wide, toe tips touching, and reaching your fingertips forward towards the front edge of your mat, and melting your forehead into the earth. And just starting to drop in. And just noticing how you're feeling today. Physically, how your body feels. Noticing how you're feeling mentally, energetically. And starting to notice your breath. Cultivating Ujjayi breath. And really starting to embrace this beautiful downward flow of energy. As we sink our hips a little bit closer to the heels and ground our forehead into the earth. And just letting go of your day. Letting go of any to-do list or any stress. Letting go of your story. And just embracing this space that you've carved out of your day to be here, called the present moment. And as always, allowing your breath to be your guide through your practice, and practicing in a way that is mindful and that serves you based on how you're feeling right now. And let's go and gently rise and up to all fours, into our 4-point position. So hands shoulder width, knees hip distance, and aligning your joints, shoulders and wrists aligned, knees and hips aligned. So let's extend the right leg up, just to hip level, and rolling that right hip down. And sweeping the left arm forward, palm facing center, thumb tip up to the sky. And feeling that beautiful long line of energy as you reach through the fingertips and the toe tips. Good. And as we inhale, we're going to draw elbow to knee. Exhale, extend, reaching through the fingertips and toe tips. Inhale. Exhale. Breathing in. And out. Good. And then gently lower everything down to the earth. Good. And extending the left leg up. So again, really vibrant left leg, spreading through your toes. Reaching that right arm forward. Again, grounding down through that left hand. Inhale, coil in. Exhale, extend. Inhale. Exhale, long line of energy. Good. One more. Inhale. Exhale here. And then gently lower down to the earth. And we'll take some cat-cows. So as we inhale, dropping the belly down, shining the heart through cow. And as you exhale, pressing away from the earth, rounding your spine into cat. Inhale, leading with the heart, shining through your collarbones. Exhale, filling up your back body with your breath. And just take a few more of these on your own, please. Yeah. Just allowing your breath to initiate the movement and drinking the breath in, savoring the breath. And if you like to, I always feel it's nice to close my eyes, just to go inside and to come from that place of feeling and intuition. Letting go of the thinking mind, letting go of the judging mind, letting go of the comparing mind. Feeling your way through your practice, breathing your way through your practice. Good. Let's all meet up in downward facing dog, Ardha Mukha. Good. Just making your dog pose feel amazing today. Yeah, especially if this is your first dog of the day, and it is for me. So I just arrived from Sydney, Australia today. And been on a plane for 12 hours. So this is my first down dog, and yeah, it feels amazing. Yeah. Of course, pedaling through the feet if you need to, and just ironing out any areas of tightness with your breath. Good. And let's really ground down through the hands. Yeah. Spreading through the fingers nice and wide. Anchoring down through all 10 knuckles, especially the thumb and index knuckle finger. Good. Stretching from your arm bones. Reach your tailbones, sit bones up to the sky. Good. Inhale. And as you exhale, belly draws in and up as your side body lengthens. And breathing in fully. Exhale out of your mouth and let it go. Let's inhale to plank. So just rolling through the spine. Taking that whole inhalation breath to arrive to plank. Exhale to dog pose, pressing down to lift the hips up. Inhale, plank. Pressing away from the earth, grounding down through the hands. Exhale to dog. Now feel your core, your belly take you back to dog. Inhale, plank. Exhale to dog. And let's walk up to your hands and take ragdoll. So feet hip distance apart and parallel. And bend your knees so much that your tummy touches your thighs. Just giving your spine a wonderful release. And if you'd like to, you can grab your opposite elbows and maybe sway your torso from side to side, or nod your head yes or no. Again, just letting go of any tension, any stress, emptying out any thoughts out of the crown of your head onto the earth. So we've arrived. Let's gently release your hands down to the earth. Let's slowly roll up to standing, coming up one vertebrae at a time. Head comes up last. Good. Finding yourself in Tadasana. Feet nice and grounded into the earth. All four corners connected. Spreading through the toes nice and wide. And as you engage your thigh bones, start to press them back slightly. Feel your belly draw in and up as your side body lengthens. And let's go and inhale, hands up to the sky. And exhale, channel hands to heart center. And let's go and close your eyes. And let's set an intention for our practice today. And, while we're on the theme of grounding, maybe cultivating some grounding energy in your practice. But of course, if there's anything else that you'd like to add in there, go ahead and do that now. And let's take a deep breath in. Exhale, let it go. And let's gently crack open your eyes. Hey, nice to see you guys. Let's flow. So as we ground down through the feet, let's inhale your hands up to the sky. So fingers alive. And as you exhale, bowing forward, hinging from the hips, bending your knees as much as you need to find Uttanasana. Then inhale to a halfway lift. So we want to feel a nice long spine, leading with the heart. Side body nice and long. Exhale your hands flat. Let's walk back to high plank. And I like to hold my first high plank, just so that I can really feel it in my body. So as you press away from the earth, reach through the crown of your head and press back through your heels. Feeling that beautiful long line of energy. Your tailbone descends, shoulder blades on your back, and you're just breathing calmly here. Nice, deep, full Ujjayi breaths. Good. Face relaxed, eyes soft. Good. So as you inhale, let's move forward. So coming on to the tippy toes, the shoulders go beyond your wrist. And as you exhale, drop your knees down to the earth. And let's slowly lower down to the earth, coming down in one piece. Elbows wrapping into side body. And as you ground down through all 10 toes, inhale to cobra pose. So shining bright through the heart, feeling length, space. Exhale to dog. So if you want to, tuck the toes under, press up to plank first, and then radiate to dog pose. Or of course, if you'd like to come via child's pose, go ahead and do that. So remember, this is your practice. Always practicing in a way that honors how you're feeling at this moment of time. Good. Let's inhale. And exhale. Yes, stretching the hips to the sky. And breathing in. And out, flexing the thigh bones. Good. Inhale. Exhale everything out. Bend your knees, look forward. Let's walk up to your hands. And inhale, Ardha Uttanasana. So again, leading with the heart, shoulders back, belly in nice and firm. Exhale to fold and soften. Inhale to standing. One breath carries you all the way up as you gather the energy. And exhale, channel hands to heart center, Samastiti. And inhale, so growing taller, feeling space. Exhale, diving forward, belly pours right onto your thighs. Inhale to lengthen, so feeling lots of space. Again, leading with the heart. Exhale, hands flat, walk back to high plank. Then inhale, shifting forward first, like you're peering over a ledge. And as you exhale, lower down. So knees if you're modifying, or maybe coming down with straight legs all the way down to the earth, or maybe halfway to chaturanga. Inhale, cobra, or if you want a deeper back bend, take up dog. So shining through the heart. Exhale to dog pose. Again, pressing down to pike the hips up. Good. And inhale. And exhale. Breathing in. Yeah, keep grounding down through those knuckles. And out. Inhale. Exhale everything out. Bend your knees, look forward. Walk or float lightly to your hands. And inhale to halfway. Exhale to fold. Inhale to standing. So feeling grounded in your legs as you open through the heart, keeping your toes relaxed. Exhale, hands to heart center. Good. And inhale. Exhale, and diving forward. Inhale, leading with the heart, side body long. Exhale, hands flat, walk or float back to low push-up and cycle through your vinyasa. Good. Good. So remember, you can modify where you need to, intensify where you need to. So remember, this is your practice. Good. Meeting you in dog pose. Inhale. Exhale everything out. Bend your knees, look forward, walk or float lightly to your hands. Keep your feet together. Let's inhale to Utkatasana, chair pose. Good. So sinking through the hips. Just encouraging a little bit more body weight back into your heels so the toes are nice and light. Feeling your tailbone descend. Shoulder blades on your back. Good. Again, feeling the belly draw in and up as the side body lengthens. Good, sitting down just a little bit lower. I know. Keep breathing. Yeah, maybe a little smile, or I like to close my eyes. That just kind of helps me to relax and breathe. Good, inhale. And then exhale, diving forward. Nice holding. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, hands flat, walk or float back to low push-up. And again, cycle through your vinyasa if you would like to. And of course, if you do not feel like cycling through your vinyasa at any time, remember that you don't have to. Again, always honoring where you're at this moment of time. Right leg floats up to the sky as you inhale. So take that full inhalation breath to float the leg up. Exhale, coil in, knee to nose, shoulders over wrist. Very quietly, using your core, right foot to right hand. Ground down through that back foot. Warrior one as you inhale. Good. Yeah, so let's invite nice square hips to the front of the room. Okay. So if you need to, maybe travel that back foot to more the left side of your mat. Encouraging that left hip bone to sit forward. Feeling your tailbone descend. And feeling shoulders sitting on top of the hips. Side body nice and long. So beautiful Tadasana spine. Good. Sitting down just a little lower. Good. Inhale. And as you exhale, hands down to the mat. Very quietly, no draggy noise. Pick your foot up. Send it back to plank pose and cycle through your vinyasa if you would like to. Good. Somewhere, take your time in that as you lower down into chaturanga. It deserves one full exhalation breath. Good. Left leg floated up with grace. It's spreading through your toes. Exhale, coil in to tiger curl. Catch the energy in your core. No sound. Left foot, left hand. Ground down through that back foot as you rise and up to Virabhadrasana 1. Good. So again, find the nice square hips. And then really feel the anchor on that back foot. Yeah, so as you fill up that back thigh bone, feel even the outer edges of your back foot connect to the earth, spreading through the toes, so we're not clenching the earth with our toes and hanging on for dear life. Good. Drawing in the rib cage, so no dumping into the lower back. Good. Inhale. And exhale, hands down to the mat. Again, quietly pick the foot up, send it back plank, and cycle through your vinyasa if you would like to. Yeah. Again, modifying where you need to. Intensify where you need to. Your practice. Good. Right leg floated up with grace. Step it forward very quietly. Warrior one, inhale. Then exhale, interlace your fingers behind your back. Heels the hands together if possible. And as you ground down through that back foot, tailbone descends. Inhale. We climb our hearts up to the sky. Exhale, diving forward into humble warrior. Yeah, so just bowing down to Mother Earth. Good, so let's try to keep those warrior one square hips. So firming your right hip into the midline. And then feel the power, the anchor in your back leg. Again, filling up that back thigh bone. And feeling the outer edges of your back foot anchor into the earth. So that nice grounding energy. Again, just allowing your neck to relax. Face is soft. And using the breath to find the ease. Inhale to Vira 1. So rooting down to rise up. Exhale, open up, Vira 2. Holding the space for Warrior 2. And so making the adjustments that you need to. So we have the heel to heel or heel to arch alignment. Again, knee tracking safely over ankle. Yeah, and again, we feel that nice tall Tadasana spine. So again, shoulders on top of hips. Side body nice and long, radiating through the fingertips like you could touch both sides of the room. Sitting down just a little deeper. Good. Flip your palm over. Inhale, reverse the warrior. It's a beautiful side body stretch. Then exhale to side angle pose, Parsvakonasana. So you can either have elbow on the knee for modification, or if you have a block, it might feel nice to place your hand on a block on the outer edge of your right foot. Good. Just basically where you can feel the most space and abundance. Yeah, if you don't need the block, or if you don't have one, just place your hand on the outer edge of your right foot. Okay? Yeah. So again, we want to feel all this beautiful length and space down the right side of the body. Yeah, again, wrapping that right sitting bone under. Yeah, so the booty doesn't stick out. Now as you ground down through that back foot, again, feel the beautiful long line of energy down the whole left side of your body. Yeah, maybe left arm to the front of the room with the pinky finger spiraling down and starting to shine the heart open to the sky. And then breathing here. Good. And then gently releasing the hand down to the earth. Good. Finding your low lunge position, knee tracking safely over ankle, back leg radiant. So left hand down, inhale the right arm up, taking this glorious twist in your spine. Yeah. So as you draw your right hip back and into the midline, again, fire up that back leg, stacking through the shoulders and just twisting out, rinsing out anything that doesn't serve you. Good. And gently lowering the hand down to the earth, drop your back knee down. Inhale, low crescent. Good. Yeah, so if it feels okay for you, go and sit down into a little bit deeper. That feels okay for you. Nice stretch in the hip flexor. We're going to interlace your fingers, the base of your skull, elbows out wide. So as the tailbone descends, inhale, we coil our hearts again up to the heavens. Yeah, so this beautiful back bend, but without sacrificing your lower back. Good. Extending your arms out nice and long, feeling internal rotation with the upper arm bones. Inhale. And as you exhale, circle your arms around like wings and extend your right leg out long, toes back towards your face for Ardha Hanuman half splits. Good. And if you need to, if your fingers don't touch the floor, feel free to use blocks if you have them, or maybe you can, get a few books. Maybe you don't need them at all. And then just breathing into your hamstrings, so using your breath to help alleviate tightness in your body by shifting any blocked or stagnant energy. Good. And let's go on gently, Rasana. And inhale, arms reach up. Exhale, hands to heart. Inhale, lengthen the spine, crown of the head forward. And as you exhale, take a twist to the right. Parvarita Anjanasana. Good. Okay, so if you can, try to hook the tricep or the elbow against the right knee and either palms together at heart center. Or I like to make a fist with my bottom hand and press my top hand flat into it. Good. Now if you would like to, you can curl your back toes under and use the power of your back leg to come up into that full lunge. Maybe you might want to spread through the wings for deeper twist, but keep breathing here. And I know it's challenging to breathe in the deep twist, so just do the best that you can. Good. Good. And then gently lower the hands down to the earth inside your right foot. If you need to toe heel the right foot out a little bit, go for it. And you can either keep that back knee elevated for a little bit more fire in the pose, Or if you want to, drop the back knee down and soften. Nice hip flexor stretch, lizard pose. So you can keep both hands on the earth, or maybe you might have the space to come down to your forearms. Good. And just relaxing through the neck and breathing into it. So one of my favorite stretches, especially after being, on a long flight, sitting for 12 hours. Actually, I'm one of those people that get up quite a bit. So I like to sit in the aisle on the plane because I always like to get up and just stretch my legs. I always have to go to the bathroom. And I also do a little bit of yoga on the plane too. Just standing poses. Good. Good. And let's go and gently rising up. Okay, we're going to toe heel your right foot across and set it for pigeon. So right thigh bone in line with the edge of your mat. Left leg long behind you, hugging into the midline. Top foot pressing down. If you need a block or a blanket or anything underneath your right butt cheek, you can set that up. Okay, hips facing front. Inhale, open through the chest. And as you exhale, nice long spine before you surrender and let go. And again, just letting go, of any emotional attachments that might be stuck in your hips and taking up space. So things like anger and resentment, stress even, can get stuck in our hips and take up space. So just letting go and creating space. Let's go and gently rise it up. Good. And then curl your back toes under, and we'll step back to downward facing dog. And if you'd like to reset with a vinyasa, go ahead and do that. And I'll meet you in dog pose. Good. Okay, let's give our other side a little bit of love. So left leg floated up. Step it forward very quietly. Good. Warrior one, inhale. And exhale, interlace your fingers, swapping your grip over this time, so opposite pinky or thumb on top. Inhale, opening through the heart. And exhale, humble warrior. Good. So again, back foot anchors into the earth. Again, just allowing the neck to relax, letting go of any tension in the jaw or the face. And even though we're doing a forward fold, we're still getting a beautiful chest opening, so really encouraging your shoulders away from the ears. Shoulder blades squeezing together in your back. Good. Inhale to warrior one. And then exhale, open it up to warrior two. And again, holding the space for warrior two. Yeah, and it's these poses that, as much as I don't like holding them for more than 10 breaths, these are the poses that I need, and the ones that really, that challenge me and that I learn about myself, just learn about, how I deal with uncomfortable or confronting situations. The reactions that come up, the voices in my head. So again, for me, this is kind of like where the yoga is for me. Good. So just sitting to that fire a little bit lower. Good. Flip your palm over. Inhale, paint the sky. Exhale, side angle. Parsvakonasana. So yogi's choice, perhaps what you did on the other side to create a little bit of symmetry in your body. Good. So remember, we want to feel lots of space, lots of length, yeah? Good. So feeling length down both sides of the body. Good. And even starting to shine the heart up to the sky. And I think this pose feels amazing. Good. Just breathing into it. And with the breath, you'll feel the ease. Good. And then gently lower your hand down to the earth. Setting up for the low lunge, so knee tracking safely over ankle. Right hand down, inhale the left arm up, twist it out. And again, twisting is so wonderful for just flashing out the internal organs. Beautiful rinse and detox. Good. And gently lower your left hand down, lower your right knee down. Inhale to the low lunge, low crescent. Good. And again, sit into a little bit deeper if you like, but without leaking through the belly. Good. Interlace the fingers. Good. Tailbone descends. Inhale, coil your heart up to the sky. Good. Like we have that ray of light emanating from our heart center all the way to the heavens. Extending the arms out long, sparkling through the fingers. Inhale. Exhale, circling your arms around like wings. Left leg long, toes back towards your face for half splits. Again, using blocks if you need them. Relaxing the neck and just using your breath to open up the body. And also, if you do engage that left quadricep muscle, so the kneecap is lifted, that will allow your hamstring to stretch and to open safely. And of course, the key ingredient is your breath. Good. Good. Let's go and gently rise on up. Then inhale. Exhale, hands to heart. Inhale, lengthening through the spine. And as you exhale, take your twist to the left. So again, hooking your left elbow, tricep against your knee. Good. And again, feeling the whole spine twisting. And any variations you took on the other side. So again, if you curled your back toes under, you can do it on this side. Remember, you have to use the strength of that back leg. So back leg is really engaged. And maybe spreading through the wings, opening up the arms. And on each exhalation breath, twisting even more. Whole spine rinsing, detoxing. Breathing. Good. Then gently lower your hands down to the earth inside your left foot. So again, you can toe heel your left foot out a little bit. Maybe drop the back knee down to the earth and just enjoy. Beautiful stretch for your hips. Good, and then go and gently rise on up. And let's go and toe heel your left foot across. Setting up for pigeon. So again, using any props that you may need. Again, right leg hugging into the midline, stretching out nice and long. Inhale, opening through the heart. Exhale, nice long spine. Again, just checking in. Again, to notice how you feel. Notice the breath. As I know how easy it is to check out of these poses that we hold a little bit longer. And at least for me, it's like an invitation for my mind to wander off. And as I said, before the class, for me, I just love to practice yoga just to get out of my head and to help ground and find my center. Good. It's going gently rising up. Good. And then curl your back toes under, stepping back to dog. And of course, if you like to reset with a vinyasa, go for it. Good. Let's go and walk or float lightly to a seated position between your hands. Okay. We'll set up for a few back bends. So we'll start off with bridge pose. So having your feet hip distance apart and parallel. Knees and ankles are aligned. The longest finger grazes the back of your heel. Good. So as you ground down through the feet, inhale, press your hips up to the sky. Good. And if you like to, you can interlace your fingers behind your back. Shimmy your shoulder blades close together and squeeze the heels of your hands together. And then relax your bum and send your butt towards your heels. And answer back by sending your shin bones closer towards your butt. So feeling lots of length and space in your sacrum. Breathing into the back of your heart. Good. And then gently lowering down to the earth, bone by bone. And bringing out your feet a little bit wider than hips distance and allow your knees to kiss. Okay. So you can do the next back bend, yogi's choice, if you'd like to get a block and pop it under your sacrum if you're feeling like more of a restorative back bend. Maybe another set of bridge pose. If you'd like to work in Urdhva wheel pose, go for that. So I'll take you through bridge pose, and then if you want to work into wheel. Okay, so again, feet parallel, knees and ankles aligned. Good. So pressing up to your bridge. Good. Feet nice and grounded, toes relaxed. Now if you want to take wheel, bring your hands by your ears. Good. And we're going to shoulder width apart, and we're first going to press up to the crown of our heads. And then reintegrate your shoulders. Elbows hugging in, and then you can press up, straighten out your arms, and make sure your feet stay parallel, yeah, so they don't turn out like duck feet, yeah. Keep the knees hugging in like you have a block between your knees, and just breathing here, letting the neck be long, face relaxed. Good. And then when you come down, if you're coming out, you'll tuck your chin into your chest. Again, hug the elbows into the midline. Slowly lower down. Good. And let's go and come into Supta Baddha Konasana. Soles of the feet together, knees out wide. One hand at your heart center and one hand at your belly. And just noticing how you feel. Again, just checking in. Good. Let's go and take happy baby pose, grabbing the outer edges of your feet like you're standing on the ceiling. Knees and ankles are aligned. And feeling your whole spine melt into the earth. Back of the neck nice and long. Yeah, if you want to rock from side to side, if that might feel like a really nice massage, or maybe straddle up the legs nice and wide if you have the space. Good. Let's take a deep breath in. Exhale, let it go. Good. Let's hug the knees into the chest. Let's go and rock and roll the length of your mat. Good. And sitting on up. I'll extend the legs out nice and long for Paschimottanasana. And just walking the sit bones back, getting off the fleshy bit. And if you're a bit stuck in your lower back, I'd recommend to bend up your knees a little bit. It'll be safer for your low back. Toes flex back to your face. Inhale your arms up. And as you exhale, pour your body over your legs. And just soften and let go. And slowly roll up one vertebrae at a time. And from here, we're going to slowly lower down to the earth. Again, one vertebra at a time. Maybe try to keep the heels grounded. And once you've arrived on the earth, opening your arms out nice and wide like a T. Palms radiate to the sky. Inhale, bend your knees into your chest. And as you exhale, nice gentle twist, knees over to the right. Stacking the hips. If you like, you can place your right hand on top of your left thigh. And feeling your left shoulder melt into the earth. Closing your eyes. And just enjoying this last final twist. And final detox. And then inhale your knees up to center. And exhale, twisting to the other side. And energetically twisting out anything that doesn't serve you. And always when we let go, we create space, freedom, and transformation. And let's gently come back to center and hug your knees into your chest for one last final bear hug. And let's take a deep breath in. Exhale, side out. Shavasana, final resting pose. And so just allowing your whole body to melt into the earth. Feeling your shoulders relaxing away from the ears. Back of the neck nice and long. Palms open up to the sky, receiving energy. And just allowing your mind to have a break as you choose to let go of the to-do list. And choose to let go of the things that haven't happened yet, or maybe never will. And choose to let go of your story. And honor the space where you have nothing to do but just be. Be with your true, authentic self. Your perfect self. Good, and starting to take some deeper than normal breaths. And gently bring some awareness into your physical body as you breathe into your fingertips and toe tips. And feeling your breath wash over your body as you embrace that feeling of lightness, rejuvenation, restoration, and grounding energy. Let's extend your arms up over your head, indulging in that sweet stretch. And gently curling up into a tiny little ball of energy on either side that feels more intuitive to you. And gently making your way up into a nice comfortable seat position. Spine nice and long. And hands resting at your heart center for Anjali Mudra. And always remembering to thank yourself for showing up on your mat today and for practicing in a way that is mindful and that serves you based on how you're feeling right now. Allowing yourself to connect and cultivate some grounding energy. And for giving back to yourself a little bit of space and me time. Let's bow your head into your heart center as an offer of gratitude for your practice. Let's take a deep breath in. A long breath out. Namaste. Right. Thank you so much for sharing your practice with me today. So again, my name is Evangeline Yeun. I'm with Heart Alchemy Yoga. So we have many other yoga instructors and lots of classes available. So check out other classes, and I hope to see you guys again soon. Thank you.